Alright, YouTube, let's get into some treasures in the deep hard mode. So, normal mode was way too easy. It looks like hard mode is going to be pretty much the same. The BP on this first stage is 88,000, and my team had about 700 plus thousand. So, pretty much the same thing. I will place my heroes, and if my heroes are just one-shotting, then we're pretty much gonna speed through the stages. I'll talk you through it as I see fit, and we'll get through some of this content. So right now, everything is pretty much dying as they get touched. Looks like I only need to put 2 fighters down, but I probably don't even need to do that. My only worry is if they somehow swim across the pond and miss my 2 damage dealers for some reason, or too many rush and they rush Calypso's side and Calypso's single target and Calypso can't hit it. But other than that, this should be smooth sailing. So the game is on 2x. I got the speed of the video at 4x, so we're looking at about 8x here. My heroes are basically drowning these mobs. They stand no chance, and I'm overpowered for the stage. So usually when things like this happen, it's not very, fun to watch. But the point of this video is so you see the content, so you get an idea of the structure of the game. You see my Comet, he's on the stage. Supposedly, unless you have a hero on that stage, you're not going to be able to hit some of the mobs because they have like a veil. Sometimes you can block the heroes with defenders and fighters, sometimes you can't, so it's always safe to just put it on there and have a healer healing them. Also, the 2 mobs in the middle throwing their hands up look like they're summoning something or praying. Basically, if the enemy steps into that circle, they get buffed. Next stage, let's see, we're looking at 3. Pretty much the same. Like, all of this content was relatively the same. Like, there was no big surprises on any of it, and everything died pretty quick. And once again, like, even though it's hard mode, it didn't feel like I was rushed to make decisions on it. I felt like everything came super slow. And yeah, no curveballs. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for a hard mode, because there are some inconsistencies. Sometimes hard mode is like really hard, like Void Rift, where you have to be on your P's and Q's. And sometimes hard mode is like this, where it's like a cakewalk. But that's a good thing. Like, it's a good thing because there are people who don't pay to play and they just want regular content, and this regular content is good for the community. It's good for different groups of people. So I do applaud the devs for having this type of content out there, because not everything should be just run through it. You need your easy stuff, you need your super easy stuff, you need your medium stuff, you need your hard stuff, you need your super hard stuff. So I think they do a great job of covering all the bases. This stage actually caught me for a loop, but it was still easy. Next stage, H5. Pretty much the same thing. Throw my heroes down and let them drown the mobs. No surprises on this stage. pretty easy. And then we get to H6, which was the last stage of the Treasures of the Deep. This stage actually caught me off guard too because, as you see, it's 3 exit points. And if you don't cover one of them correctly, then mobs just sneak by you. So I actually had to run this thing like 2 or 3 times, which is pretty embarrassing to figure it out. But it is what it is. Eventually what I did is my Kamet, instead of putting him up there on the island, I put him down much lower to fight the mobs, because you see there becomes a lot of them at one time, and they kind of just rush you towards the end. So if you're not careful, they'll sneak past you like that. So after embarrassing myself, I rearranged my team, understood what the assignment was: get more fighters in and better healer coverage. And after that, stage was pretty easy. That little demon number, that 666, keep popping up, like kind of, ruffles my feathers, but it is what it is. Stage is pretty easy. Didn't even have to kill this mob up here in the middle. That's just giving everybody shields, and just blowing through the shields. So that pretty much wraps up this video. As always, thanks for tuning in, and just watching the content. Hopefully in the future you get more medium level content, but I did enjoy this one.